This is Independence Mosque in Jakarta, Indonesia. Designed by a Christian Indonesian, it is the largest mosque in Southeast Asia. Today, 88% of Indonesia's population is Sunni Muslim, giving it the largest Muslim population in the world. But before traders brought Islam to Indonesia, a mix of Hinduism and Buddhism prevailed. Some abandoned Buddhist and Hindu temples still exist as tourist attractions. The religions themselves were pushed to the tiny island of Bali, where they combined with local animist beliefs, creating a living museum of traditions past. Today, Bali is the largest tourist destination in Indonesia. With a resident population of about 4.2 million, annual visitors now total nearly half that amount. Some worry that tourism may ruin what remains of the ancient culture. In response, the government of Bali has funneled profits from tourism back into traditional arts. Surprisingly, there may be more traditional artists on Bali today than at any time in history. Balinese culture and art are deeply immersed in Balinese Hinduism. A key belief is that good cannot exist without evil. This is symbolized in the black and white checkered designs seen everywhere. Spirits exist in everything: the wind, the water, the trees, and the rocks. Good spirits live up high, bad ones down low. Peaceful coexistence depends upon achieving balance through proper ritual. One such ritual is dance, which serves as offering, morality play, and entertainment, all in one.
Everywhere you see the dance, you should start from agam. Balinese call it agam, and the position in Balinese. Okay, agam means this. Right position is higher, and the left hand is lower. So after that, we try to make it the right higher, and then afterward, see, look the top fingers on the right and make it up and down. Follow the gong. Okay, you know the gong?
Yes.
Okay, you follow the gong, which say that's it. Siap, Malay. Siap. Like that. Satu. Up and down. That. Sir. That. Sir. Up and down. Like that. Sir. That. Sir. That. Sir. You can cross your fingers. If you make you cross your finger and move your head, pum pum pum, is following the hip. The man can doing like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the girl doing like this. Different position, yeah. Between the girl and boy. Come on, siap. Mulai. Satu. Kanan, 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 kanan 5 ngetir. 1, 2, 3.
The stories portrayed are taken from the Hindu epic tales, such as the Mahabharata, but can also include more recent stories and messages. Ancestral spirits, gods, and demons are believed to be in the audience. Balinese puppet theater also serves as ritual and also draws on stories from the Hindu epics. The puppet master plays all the parts and provides the sound effects. Outside of the arts, religious ritual consists of making offerings, lots of offerings. As might be expected, the more important the god or spirit, the higher the offering. Offerings to gods and ancestors are carried on the most sacred part of the body, the head. Low-hanging power lines and doorways can present challenges. Every village has at least 3 temples. one each for the gods Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. In addition, there are regional temples, state temples, temples to specific gods and spirits, and household temples. Altogether, there are more than 20,000 temples on the island of Bali. Temple ceremonies are often accompanied by cockfights. The loser's blood is spilled on the ground to appease evil spirits. Cockfighting is legal, but gambling isn't. In reality, there is always gambling. Cocks are fitted with spurs and are sometimes doped to enhance performance. A doped and spurred fighting cock can cause serious injury if it flies into the audience. Good fighting cocks are treated like champions with special food, massages, baths, and time off. Some retire to stud duty. Outside of elaborate temple ceremonies, modest offerings need to be placed several times a day.
So this is a kind of small sacrifice. This is the smallest sacrifice. I leave it here for the lower spirit. For the lower spirit, put it on the ground to give an offering and also to discourage them to be away of their property and live on their own and give them food to make them happy too, and like offering for them. And this is a kind of offering or like a small sacrifice. And this one made of the small square of woven of young coconut leaf and burning incense. It's a betel leaf.
Oh, okay.
They put a betel leaf and put lime on it, little bit of lime. And this is very important part of the offering. This small thing symbolizes the three power of Trinity gods. And this one they make every day, they use every day, but not necessarily they make every day, because sometimes the wife and husband very busy to work, they don't have enough time to make the offering. So we can buy this kind of offering in the market.
Okay.
It is okay to sometimes, because you do not realize, you just step on it. So it doesn't matter as long as the offering already blessed.
Oh.
So sometimes the bird come and eat it, or the dogs, other animal. So it is okay as long as the offering already blessed.
Who blesses it?
And
You said it's already
so
blessed.
the person, anybody, sometimes the staff of the restaurant or the owner of the restaurant, anybody can pay as long as they are pure. Pure means they are not in impurity. Like the women during their period are impure, and if the mother and the baby are impure after the baby born, 35 days after the baby born, and the father are impure until the umbilical cord of the baby drops off. And when someone die in the compound, in the family, the whole families are impure at least 2 weeks.
These small offerings or sacrifices are placed everywhere. In temples, at springs, in trees, on motor scooters, on and in cars, at cash registers, near jewelry counters, beside rice cookers, on stoves, in entryways, and even near escalators. Balinese housewives can spend a third of their waking hours making these offerings. Not surprisingly, there's a thriving business assembling and selling the basic kit, which can then be personalized with the addition of money or a soda cracker. An auspicious start to a new business requires mustering all the rituals that an owner can afford, like this ceremony for the opening of a new restaurant. Offerings don't last forever. Baskets dry out, flowers wither, fruit rots. Some offerings get stepped on. This isn't a problem. The spirits take what they want, leaving the physical remains to their earthly fate. In many cases, this is a trip to the gutter. Fruit offerings can be taken home later and eaten by the family. To help with retrieval, it helps to have a personalized basket like these made from split bamboo. Bamboo holds a special place in Balinese culture. It is used for feed, food, medicine, art, and architecture. Every part of the plant is used in ritual, from baskets for offerings, to temporary shrines, to sacrificial instruments. It's a plentiful and renewable resource and a fitting part of devotion that seeks a harmonious balance among man, the environment, and the gods. Mountains are home to gods, goddesses, and ancestral spirits. This bamboo offering, known as a penjor, symbolizes Bali's highest and most holy mountain. The arch of the pole represents a river that flows from the mountain to the sea. Palm leaf ornaments along its length represent products of the harvest. At its root is a small shrine, a temporary throne for visiting ancestors. Each part of the penjor has a deep religious meaning. The pole itself symbolizes the strength of devotion. Other ornaments may symbolize the Hindu Vedas, the holy scriptures. When a new building is finished, there has to be a purification ceremony. Building materials may have come from a bad place. A white flag like this indicates the building has been purified. It's left in place until it falls naturally. When gods and spirits come to visit, there has to be a place for them to sit, so a chair is provided at the top of some shrines. The occupant is not always designated, but on some shrines a supreme deity is depicted. The many gods of Hinduism are all considered to be manifestation of this god. Behind this ancient symbol for the Hindu god Vishnu lies a temporary graveyard. Balinese Hindus believe only burning can free the soul from the body. When released, souls become deities with the power to help or hurt. So cremation rites need to be elaborate and expensive affairs. Many families have to save for years. Graveyards hold the bodies until proper rites can be afforded. Although controversial, some families have had to settle for mass cremation. Indonesia's constitution guarantees freedom of religion. But for the vast majority of Indonesians, religion means worshiping one and only one God. Not surprisingly, there have been attempts to remove Balinese Hinduism from the list of recognized religions. Whether or not it survives may depend in part on cultural tourism.